This is the Cholo News Report for Wednesday 17 January 2018. Oliver Ivanovic, the head politician of the Kosovo Serb party Freedom, Democracy, Justice, is killed outside his office in North Mitrovica in a drive-by shooting. Ivanovic, seen as a moderate Kosovo Serb leader, was shot 4 times in the chest and died later in hospital, his lawyer Nebojša Vlajic said. Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić said on Tuesday that his country should join the investigation into the killing, adding that Serbia was also prepared to carry out its own inquiry. Kosovo's President Hashim Thaci said his government strongly condemned the killing, and promised to bring the perpetrators to justice. The Venezuelan government confirms that Oscar Perez, the rogue pilot responsible for the Caracas helicopter incident in June 2017, was killed in a firefight with the Venezuelan army yesterday. 2 police officers and 7 people from the Perez group were killed, and 6 cell members were arrested. But, in a Monday speech to lawmakers, President Nicolas Maduro described an operation to hunt down the terrorist group that attacked the Supreme Court. Maduro said the targeted group was preparing a car bomb attack against the embassy of an unnamed country. According to a statement from the country's interior ministry, heavily armed men from the terrorist cell opened fire on police and attempted to detonate a vehicle full of explosives, state broadcaster VTV reported. Venezuela's interior minister confirmed that 7 members of what officials are calling a terrorist cell were killed during an operation in the outskirts of Caracas Monday. Riviera reported that the operation resulted in the deaths of 7 members of the group, including Oscar Perez, the former police helicopter pilot who grew in prominence after publishing videos on social media calling for armed rebellion against the Venezuelan government. Perez was held as responsible for firing 15 shots at the Interior Ministry, where 80 people were still working, before throwing 4 grenades at the Supreme Court on June 27, 2017. The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Former church president Thomas S. Monson died earlier this month after nearly a decade, leading the faith of some 16 million members. And they choose a man who is most experienced. The most mature in terms of experience in the system, Kathleen Flake, a religious studies professor at the University of Virginia, who focuses on the Mormon Church, told Morning Edition. Flake added that she thinks the person who sits at the top of the Mormon Church operates less as a sole actor than people realize. The Mormon Church is led by white men from the U.S., and Nelson stated that we'll live to see the day when there are other flavors in the mix. The Dow Jones Industrial Average reaches 26,000 points for the first time, after surpassing the 25,000 mark on January 4. There are several reasons for markets to melt up at this point, said Alexandra Koop, Associate Director for POMCO. Koop cited tax reform, earnings, good economic data and investor enthusiasm for the continued surge.